That was crap. That was garbage.
That was crap.
Overreaction
Monday.
All right, Christopher, lots to overreact to. What do you have over there?
All right, here we go. We've been talking about it a lot today, guys, so we'll get right to it. The Buccaneers cannot win the Super Bowl without Antonio Brown.
Overreaction Monday, everybody. False. They can win it without him.
Really?
False.
Should have lost to the Jets.
False. They should have lost to the Jets, but the guy who replaced Antonio Brown caught the touchdown from Tom Brady.
Never even heard of that guy.
That's right, but Tom Brady did.
That's the thing.
And he told Arians, I trust him, and Arians like, let's play him. And they win the game. You know, obviously, the competition will get stiffer than the New York Jets, but that's false. I'm more concerned that Levante David and Leonard Fournette may be less than when they finally get those guys back. I'm concerned about the other injuries that they have and the fact that they won't have a bye week. You know, maybe they treat this coming game as a bye week and just don't care who they're going to play. 2 through 4, seeded 2 through 4.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's why Arians is, defending Super Bowl champion coach, 2-time coach of the year. So, but that's false. That's an overreaction. What else you got over there?
All right, fair. All right, I called this back on November 15th in this very segment, people. The NFC East team to be feared most in the playoffs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could make the case that they are because they got the house money. They got the nobody expected us. You know, we all know they won a Super Bowl one year with the dog masks because they were the underdogs and all that.
Underdogs every way.
Yeah, I don't know if they should be greasing the polls just yet there in Philadelphia. But I'll still take Dallas, man. When that team cooks on offense and then cooks on defense and puts it all together and Zerline actually splits it up right, they're tough to beat, man. They are tough to beat. And that is a team that if they do that on a day in Lambeau Field and it's cold and their receivers hold on to the ball, you know, they can win. I'm concerned about the Gallup injury, which is
ACL,
unfortunate. I know that,
done.
but I'm still taking it. I'll say that's another overreaction. What else? What else you got?
All right, we hit on it earlier, talking about the best team in the AFC, Rich. I'm going to say the Bengals are the most dangerous team in the AFC as well. They got home run hitters, baby.
I know. It's just the playoffs are so different, and first-time quarterbacks in the playoffs usually
don't do well.
Don't do well.
I don't think it matters with this kid, though, right?
You know, usually don't do well. And I just don't know if Burrow is a separate power because, he's Mr., 60 touchdowns and pointing to his ring finger and smoking cigars, and he's just a different cat. And it's entirely possible, as we mentioned in the first hour, that the first quarterback he sees in the playoffs is Justin Herbert, which means one of those first-timers is going to have to win.
Yeah.
So, I'll say that's not an overreaction. You can't make the case that it's against it. I'll still bet on the Chiefs when it comes down to it. I'll still bet on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But that game, if it happens again, would have to be back in the jungle, it appears.
Yeah.
What else, sir?
I love it. All right. This one's pretty spicy. This guy did not look good in the first half, but really looked better and like he getting a grasp of the position in the second half yesterday. Trey Lance is going to win a playoff game.
Well, they got to beat the Rams first, bud.
That's why it's pretty bold.
I know.
There's an extra
so you're
step in
talking
there.
about this year.
This year. Win a playoff game this year.
So the Niners are going to
beat the Rams.
All right, the Niners, if they make it, they're the 6th seed. There's a couple where they're the 7th seed. So with the 7th seed, both 7 seeds, they'd have to go to
Tampa, maybe?
No. When they're the 7th seed, they'd have to all of them wind up as the 7th seed. They've got to play the Rams.
So just a rematch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the way that happens is, San Francisco gets in as the 7 because New Orleans loses in Atlanta, which is entirely possible. I'll say that's an overreaction, man.
Went for it.
He did look good in the second half. He finally got his sea legs under him. I'll say that's an overreaction.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think it would be, but he's. I don't know. Jimmy G's hand injury sounds particularly serious that we're not going to see him back again this year.
I think Lance is playing out the string.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you hit on this at the top of the show. It's the Packers' championship to lose this year. Super Bowl favorites. Green Bay Packers.
I'll be consistent here. I came on the air today saying they're the best team in football. They have home field advantage already clinched throughout. They've got a quarterback and their bona fides are absolutely obvious. So I'll say that's not an overreaction. That's it.
Yeah, Las Vegas has gone to Green Bay. They're now the super big favorites, 3-1.
They are playing out of their skulls. They are the most consistent team in football. They are. And so they've lost a division game. They lost a game where their quarterback was out due to COVID. And that first week one, they've just thrown him out because it was just such a wild outlier of a performance by Green Bay. They should win the NFC and they should go to the Super Bowl. And they should, beat a team from a conference that everyone believes is the lesser conference. Yeah. All right, not an overreaction.
Well, that'll be. Who knows? That'll be a fun Super Bowl week if Green Bay makes it. All right, let's talk some coaching real quick. Mike Vrabel. It's funny you hit on this earlier because I had this ready for overreaction. Mike Vrabel locked up Coach of the Year.
I don't know about locked up. I think Matt LaFleur deserves some. Yes, that one. I think LaFleur deserves some pop, some run here, and I think that. What if Vrabel loses? What if he gets swept by Houston and everybody believes that they should?
Come on.
I don't know.
Davis Mills is going to go knock them off the 1 seed?
I don't think. I think LaFleur might get some run here, brother. Everybody thinks it's just he's rolling the footballs out because of how great Aaron Rodgers is, but
pretty good.
This guy is
no love for Zach Taylor. No Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor might get some run too. Yeah. I don't know if he's locked it up. If you had said he should be Coach of the Year, that's not an overreaction. Locked up is the overreaction. So,
words matter, Rich.
Okay, Chris.
All right, 2 more on coaches here. Let's go to Las Vegas. I can't really pronounce his name.
Rich Bisaccia.
Rich Bisaccia should be the Raiders' permanent head coach if they make the playoffs.
That's a good one.
They're playing for this guy.
I know. Our boy Mayock's got to be retained too.
I think so if they make it.
What a job he's done, right?
Amazing.
And we all thought they'll go with Gus Bradley, the defensive coordinator, because he's been a coach before. Right. And they went with Bisaccia. And Mayock said he was one of the greatest, leaders he's ever seen. Yeah. I don't think that's an overreaction. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool. They've been through a lot this year.
Uh-huh.
And this last one is for all my Chicago brothers and Adam in the back. Matt Nagy saved his job, and he's coming back next year.
I told you.
He's coming
is
back.
The nightmare scenario for the Bears fan. We're going to go to Seattle with Nick Foles and win. We're going to beat the crap out of Joe Judge's Giants, who are so crappy that everybody who used to be on the team is calling the coach saying, I want to come back.
I want to come back.
And we're going to beat that team with Dalton. We're going to go sit Justin Fields, and we're going to win out with 2 quarterbacks that aren't going to be here.
You're going to beat the crappy Vikings
but
next week?
But guess who's going to still be here because of it? Matt Nagy. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. You're going to give me a heart attack. You keep talking like that, Rich. Going to give me a heart attack. Not an overreaction.
Please let
Give the Bears fans what they want.
Please
win out. Yeah, I'm going to win out. Yes.
What a nightmare.
Yes. Let's bring back Tom Zach and beat the Vikings with him and save Nagy's job.
I'm sorry.
We're still here on Peacock.
I'm sorry,
Good
Chicago. I had to do it.
That is exactly what Bears fans are thinking. Like they're probably hearing that. They're going, Rich, don't say that because the McCaskies might hear you and they might actually think that way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's not about. Hey, look. This guy put a Nick Foles and they went up here in Seattle. In Montgomery started looking good, right? Mooney.
7-10. Kind of not bad.
You know. Shouldn't laugh.
I saw a great tweet from somebody. They were like, Matt Nagy's got a career record over 500, Coach of the Year, been to the playoffs, and he's getting fired. Joe Judge is like 12-40 or whatever he is.
No. Schefter had a report saying that sources said that he's safe. I don't know about that, man.
That's insane.
They got embarrassed embarrassed by a team that is eliminated already. Embarrassed.
It's bad.
And, you know, if I'm the Giants, I'm looking at like the Lions, where everybody is balling out, trying to get a job to come next year. And Joe Judge is saying other people from other places are calling him up to say, I want back in, or I wish I could be back in. And he knows people who are there or want to play there still. He knows all the guys and everybody who's needs to do X, Y, and Z. And this is what.
Great.
But then we didn't see it on the field against the crappy Bears.
Yeah. Smoked.
Because you know who's actually balling out and saying, I want to stay here with the opportunities that I'm given right here? Everybody in the Lions.
Yeah.
That kid St. Brown and
Amon-Ra.
Reynolds, rapping people, right? They're all Tim Boyle's balling out in a way that Mike Glennon doesn't.
It goes to prove your point
Glennon
about.
looks horrible.
It goes to prove your point that NFL teams will never tank. There's just too many people on there.
The Lions are balling out. They're down by 4 touchdowns in Seattle. They made it a game.
Play hard, yeah.
The Giants are down 4 touchdowns in Chicago, and the coach is just like, I got people calling me who aren't on the team anymore. How do you think that's going to fly in New York? Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.